Hi guys, and welcome back to the Pucking Rights podcast. We're your hosts. This is episode 7. I didn't forget what episode it was this time because I wrote it in the show notes. But yeah, we're your hosts. You know us. There's a video on our YouTube if you don't know us, where we introduce ourselves. But yeah, this week has kind of felt like a month, pretty much, in hockey terms. We were saying, next week we're probably not going to have anything to talk about. And it's literally 12 bullet points of stuff for us to discuss. And we're going to try and keep our show kind of close to an hour today. So hopefully we'll do that. Hopefully that ends up actually happening and we're not going overtime. And no tech difficulties this time. Hopefully. Please. Hopefully Kat doesn't have to put together another blooper reel of us being welcome back to the technical difficulties show. The podcast should be renamed. But anyways, I guess we're going to start off with some kind of sad news. So there was recently there were a couple deaths in the hockey community and we felt that we should address them. So the first one, I guess, was kind of related to us. In a way, since it's more of prospects talk, which is really sad. 3 members of the Delta Hockey Academy recently got into a car crash in Surrey BC, and all 3 of them ended up dying, which is unfortunate. We pay our respects. One of them was a draft pick of the Edmonton Oil Kings and was projected to play with the organization next year, but obviously that isn't happening. And but everyone's kind of paying their respects to that. I know a lot of members of BC Hockey have been posting about that. I know Connor Bedard posted, Kent Johnson posted, just pretty much every member that's kind of been affected by this in BC Hockey who is associated kind of with the Delta Hockey Academy has posted, because I know Ty Smith posted as well, I think, on that. So yeah. And then recently, coming out just, I think, yesterday. I mean, it's kind of hitting everyone today. The death of Jimmy Hayes, who is Kevin Hayes' older brother. He was a big figure, I guess, within Boston hockey, and he was at Boston College Boston College or University. College. I don't remember which. I think it was college.
He was on the 2010 national championship winning team. He scored the game-winning goal in the 2011 Beanpot final, which is widely recognized as one of the greatest goals in Boston College history. And very sad.
Yeah, it's just pretty sad. He was a really big figure in Boston hockey and just hockey in general. He affected a lot of people. He had, a really big influence on a lot of people and kind of the hockey world in general now, considering the NHL and stuff. They're all kind of in mourning pretty much. A lot of people have been posting about him. I know all of the American guys pretty much did do a post about him, and as well as some of the Canadian boys as well. So yeah,
it's not been a good summer.
It's not been a good week. I think. No. Yeah, the week kind of started okay, kind of slow, and then it kind of spiraled a little bit. But yeah, we pay our respects, and their families are doing okay, and that things are doing well. So kind of an abrupt turn from that, we have an ELC signing to announce. Chase Stillman signs his ELC. Go Chase. Bradenton, Ontario, guys. That's really great for him. Oh, maybe he'll probably be at training camp, and he'll probably maybe be at rookie challenge. I think they're doing. Yeah. And I know. Do you want to talk about Jasper Weatherby?
This guy at the end of North Dakota season, he was like, great season, can't wait to come back for my senior year, right? And at that point, it's pretty much a lot of our top players have all signed NHL contracts and stuff, and they're all gone. And Jasper's one of the only ones left. And I full on celebrated when I saw that, right? I was celebrating, I was so happy. And then last week was Sharks training camp, right? And there was like a rumor that like he was probably gonna sign after our dev camp. That he was probably gonna sign after dev camp. And then this morning, North Dakota announced that he had told like kind of their sort of side of it that he was gonna sign. And then it was announced, I guess like around noon-ish. I was very sad. Yeah.
Can't wait to, pretty much just have a guy say that they're gonna stay and then go ahead and sign with another team after signing season.
Yeah. I'm happy for him. Like, NCAA signings are always, like, very bittersweet. It's like, you're happy for the guy, but also, like, don't leave.
He's leaving.
Yeah, he's leaving. And yeah.
Yeah, kind of sucks, but who knows? Maybe we'll see him do good things in the NHL or at least the AHL coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of ELC signings, I think that's pretty much it. Unless we missed one. I don't know. There have been so many. There have been way too many. The Ducks signed everyone, pretty much. And then, I don't know. Other teams aren't really signing ELCs. Did Sillinger sign recently?
Yeah.
Or was that last episode? I can't remember.
No.
Did we talk about that?
No, we didn't talk about that last episode, so it must...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cole Sillinger signed his ELC. Kind of got Ari on his train with that photo.
It's the signing photos, man.
Yep. It's those signing photos. And you know what? Ari, shoot your shot,
Yeah, like, you guys are both in California. Like, just do it.
Bro, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, I guess moving on then. Okay, so I guess the next thing we should talk about is rookie tourneys. They're returning this year, which is pretty cool, because, last year we obviously didn't have any. All of the American teams pretty much are doing a rookie tourney, except for, like, a couple of them, who I just think it was probably impractical for them to do a rookie tourney. But none of the Canadian teams I know are doing, or no, I guess the Leafs are doing a rookie tourney.
Yeah.
But like the other Canadian teams aren't, and they're doing virtual development camp, I think, for all of them too. Yeah. And so the important rookie tourneys that we have, so we have like the Arizona like rookie prospects challenge. I don't know what else to call it. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the Coyotes, the Avs, the Golden Knights, the Ducks, the Kings. They'll all have prospects there. And so we have confirmed from LA Kings PR that Brent Clark, Alex Turcotte, and Quinton Byfield will be there, which is like, yes, that's the most brilliant thing that they could have said. Like, I will definitely be tuning in. I think they will have streaming details. Yeah. So hopefully we can watch. Unless it starts at like 11 p.m., in which I will not be watching. Nope. Ari will. Ari will watch for us, because she's on the West Coast, and it's at an actual normal time for her.
Yeah. It's the same thing cheering for the Avs, It's like half of their games start at like 10 p.m. or like 11, and then end.
So late for you guys. It's crazy.
Like half of the Avs games from this year ended at like 1 in the morning.
Oh my god. Like, okay, as a fan, like, kind of living on... I wasn't on the West Coast, but I was in Alberta, so it was, like, a pretty good, like, decent time shift. As a fan, living on, like, that side of the country, it was, like, I didn't get it. I didn't get why, like, East Coast fans hated the West Coast road trip, or, like, why, like, East Coast fans found cheering for a West Coast team so hard. And now I'm like, oh.
This is why.
Yeah, it starts at 1 a.m. or, like, it starts at, like, midnight, and that, like, no, who's staying up for that?
Not me.
Especially if your team is, like, bad, too.
Yeah.
Like, man, who stays up for Sabres games at, like, for the West Coast road trip? Like, man.
Like, at least the Avs are, like, super fun to watch, and they make it worth it. Like...
Who would want to watch, like, the Devils or the Sabres go on a West Coast road trip? Like... I think that'd be, like, the worst thing. ever, probably, because you're up at, like, midnight. Like, it's different if you have to, like, cover the team as, like, a job.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're willingly doing that, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Are you okay on the inside?
Especially if you have to, like, work or go to school the next day, like...
Yeah, like, there's no point, right? Okay, continuing on. Yeah, in terms of that rookie tournament, I think it's only, Brent, Quinton, and Turks confirmed for that so far. I don't know what's going on with Jamie. He's still in Muskoka.
I don't know.
Which, like, Trevor said that he would be heading back for training camp, like, now. So, who knows?
Know.
Maybe a trade. Who knows?
I don't know what Jamie's doing.
He better not tell us. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. If you've seen me mentally over the past few days online,
Oh, God.
you would know. I'm not gonna address it on here. But if you know, you know. Okay? If you know, you know. Okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna stop asking for stuff. Anyways, yeah, and then I think, I don't think the Avs have confirmed anyone, but I probably assume Bowen will be there, and...
Bowen, I don't know if he still counts as, like, a prospect, though, so...
Yeah. But, I mean, like, he didn't really play all that much last year, right? So...
I mean, if he goes...
I think
if Bo goes, then, like, Newhook will probably be there as well.
Yeah. And I think Peyton will go, obviously, for the Golden Knights, which, like... Okay, he broke his jaw, but okay.
It's fine.
And the Coyotes really don't have anyone of note to mention as a prospect. And who was... Did they have a first rounder last year?
They got them... no.
No. Yeah. No.
I don't know. I don't care.
If they did, we do not remember his name. Oh, no! They traded him. They traded the first rounder because of Taylor Hall.
Oh.
Right. I remember now.
Oh, no, their first rounder from...
No, their first rounder from...
Yeah.
Their second rounder this year, but then they went and got, like, 4 seconds. So... Yeah. We love that.
I don't. The Coyotes are just a hot mess. No, not even a hot mess. That. They're just a mess.
We'll get to that. Okay? Other rookie tourneys include the Traverse City tourney, so Leafs, Wings, Blue Jackets, Dallas, like the Stars and the Blues will all be at that rookie tournament, and I think notable names probably in there. Sillinger will probably be there. I know Johnson can't be there. Like, and contractually, Michigan. He cannot be there.
Michigan.
Yeah, Kuhlman's can't be there because Wisconsin. Yeah. Columbus really doesn't have any other prospects of note other than that. Oh, that one Russian guy from 2020 that was supposed to go in the 6th round, but then they took him as their first pick. You don't remember? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
that guy might be there. I don't know his name. I could not tell you. And I think, who was their first rounder in 2019?
I don't know.
Did they even have one? Yeah, whoever that was will be there. Yeah, we'll probably be there, too. Wings, you'll probably expect to see, Mo Sider, Lucas Raymond, or no, if they can't get in the country, but, like, probably. Moritz Sider will probably be there. Raymond, maybe not, but, yeah, Sider will be there. Probably Kosa will be there. Yeah. I almost said Walsted. They didn't draft him. Kosa will be there. And, other notable, like, Foligno, other prospects and stuff like that. Stars, I think they'll have, oh my god, why am I blanking on his name? He was at the U18s.
Winterton.
Yeah. Winterton. Yeah. That guy. No, Johnston. That's his name.
Yeah, also
Winterton's the Sharks prospect.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
No, yeah. I think... Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. They were on the same line at U18. Yeah. I always mix them up.
Yeah.
Johnston will be there.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe if they can get other of their stars, other people that they've drafted this year. And then last year they took Harley. I don't know if he's considered a prospect anymore. in they took Harley in 2019.
I think he is. 'Cause he hasn't played in the NHL yet, so.
Yeah, so, those are the guys that'll be there. Blues, I don't really keep up with their prospects, so I can tell you. The Leafs have one notable prospect named Nick Robertson, and I think he's injured, so. Because Amirov, I don't think is going to be able to get in the country, unless he's already here.
Yeah. He might be able to get into the... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it is in the U.S. He's not getting Canada, probably not.
Yeah, I think he might already be here because they did say he was training with them a while back.
Yeah, he might.
But I don't know if he'll be able to get across the border into the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is tough. And then we have the NHL Prospect Showcase, which I know the Lightning, the Panthers, the Canes, and the Preds are confirmed to be at. I don't know if you can consider him a prospect anymore, but if Cody Glass decides to just show the hell up... He's in Nashville.
Yeah.
He's in Nashville right now.
The Preds had their dev camp last week, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll be there. I think Tomasino will probably be there.
Yeah.
Whoever they took in the first, I can't remember.
Yeah, there are a couple college guys that were drafted by Nashville who will probably be there.
Yeah. And, other than that, the Lightning don't really have any notable prospects. Panthers. Spencer Knight, if he's still considered a prospect, he'll probably be there.
Oh, I hope he is. I miss watching him play. If we ignore the gold medal game from the World Juniors, we'll pretend that never happened.
Can we not? I've tried to force that out of my mind.
Yeah, we'll just pretend that never happened.
Pretend it never happened. Canada won gold. U.S. got silver. Ooh.
Yeah, that's...
Yep, that's totally what happened.
Definitely what happened.
Other than that, I don't think they have it's different if he can get in the country or whatever, right? So, and then they have whoever they drafted this year. Honestly, cannot remember. Yeah, and then the Sharks had their own rookie scrimmage last week, I think.
Yeah.
And Cardsy was there, and they talked about him on the broadcast and showed him.
We
need to stop mentioning. We need to. I don't need to feel more known than I already
But
feel.
also, if they're watching this, Thomas Bordelot. Hi.
Hello.
Thomas Bordelot. I'm just saying. Just saying that. That's great. Yeah. And then, so I guess we should talk. I put this in the show notes after, but we'll talk about it now. Sabres prospects, a bunch of them got invited to a dev camp, and then they canceled dev camp, and so they're literally going to nothing. Apparently, it's going to be, an extended training camp, so the rookies will come, a week or so before the vets. But also, you invited them to nothing. This organization is so bad that they invited the Sabres prospect to absolutely nothing. Oh, the Sabres are. It's the Sabres.
The Sabres. But hey, Devin Levi.
Yeah,
Devin Levi. He's excited to be there. This is why I need Jack Eichel to be traded for a World Juniors 2021 person, so I can fix my my photo of the Sabres in 2022-23.
Yeah.
Dylan, Devin, I got Owen. When Owen finally gets into that jersey and plays for the World Juniors team, I'll edit a better photo of him on top of Bowen. And I'll edit in Jack Quinn in the back, and then I'll edit in whoever Eichel gets traded for. If it's Peltier and Zari, that might be an issue. That might be an issue. But, yeah, if we end up getting Krebs and Korzak, again, would be an issue in terms of editing. But I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. If we get Jamie, you already know. We could see Darlene, Yoki Haru, Power Drysdale as a pair. Anaheim would never do it. But I want it.
Yeah.
And I get the things that I want, apparently, when it comes to Jamie.
If that happens, I might as well just become a Sabres fan.
Oh, yeah, totally. I can drive. If the border was open, I'd ask my parents to drive down. But it's not. Unfortunately. Okay. In other news, we have Brent Clark and the LA Kings. They're doing dev camp right now, probably in prep for the tournament. Yeah, we have seen Brent Clark out on Manhattan Beach without Mr. Manhattan Beach, Thomas. I almost said Thomas. Brendan Brisson. I almost said Thomas Mordello. That's not okay.
Do they? I want to know if Brisson and Brant even know each other. Like, I don't think they do.
That's like, okay, I don't know if they know each other, but just imagine them hanging out. Like,
the vibe.
But no, then we would have to imagine Josh Richards hanging out with Brent Clark.
No.
That's not it.
No.
He was out there with Pinelli, and hopefully he's talked to Quentin Byfield and made sure that he's not as scary as you think.
Yeah.
It's Brant.
Yes.
He's like the sweetest guy, literally apologizing to Jamie after tripping him. Like, excuse me, dude, you played against him your entire life, and now's the time. Now's the exact time where you have to apologize for tripping him. I'm sure Jamie didn't even get mad. Like,
probably not. Jamie probably forgot about it. Like, after.
Yeah, as soon as it happened, he was like, "Oh, power play, cool, cool for us." Yep, and we have so much prospects news. Like, genuinely, like, there's so much has happened this week. Owen Power decided to stay at school, which is really good news for Kat. They're about to go win a national title.
Don't jinx it! Don't! All of the Sabres fans have been like, yeah, good for him. Go win a national championship. Oh, Michigan's gonna win a national championship. And they're all going to jinx it. And I'm really scared. Yeah.
You know, yeah. Okay, here, Dick. On Twitter that Canada, if like, can we already announce Canada as the winners of the World Juniors 2022 like tournament? Because they were like, yeah, they literally have like no competition this year. Like last year they had the U.S. and this year U.S. is still a threat, but like not as big as last year. And I'm like, dude, please shut up.
Shut up.
Do not jinx us. We saw what happened last year when there was supposed to be no threat to us.
Okay, I want to make it very clear that I said that if Canada didn't win, it would be the U.S. I said that at the beginning of the last tournament to my friend, and I was right.
You were right.
Unfortunately.
You were right. Unfortunately, because don't want to punch Trevor in the face for that. But, you know, I'm growing as a person with him. Unfortunately. He's growing on me. He's a fungus. I've described this to Ari before. He's like a fungus. You don't like him when he first appears, but eventually you have to realize he's there. He's there, and he's growing on you. Unfortunate. Anyways, moving on from that topic, we're moving on to another guy we don't like. Austin Matthews on the cover of NHL 22 again. Because for some reason they decided a 1-year break between covers was enough.
It's called Toronto.
Like, you couldn't have chosen Connor McDavid. Like,
no, I don't know.
The guy had 100 points in like 56 games.
McDavid, Barzal, McKinnon,
Yeah.
Rantanen.
But Crosby still hasn't been on a cover. I think that's like by personal choice though. But like the fact that he hasn't been on a cover yet.
I think he doesn't want
me.
to be. He probably just like doesn't really want to be on a cover.
Yeah, because he probably doesn't play video games. He's just like, I'm Sidney Crosby. You know, I eat my chickpea pasta. No, I doubt it. This is the guy who almost died because of a mozzarella stick, okay? So, do you guys not know that story?
I've heard it.
Do you guys know that story?
Like, I've heard it, but
Oh, for anyone who doesn't know, when Sidney Crosby broke his jaw, he wasn't supposed to be eating solid food yet. But like after a few weeks, he decided he like really wanted a mozzarella stick. So he like ate a mozzarella stick, and because it was hot, the hot cheese got like stuck in his teeth. And he was just joking. He couldn't chew because he broke his jaw. And so, yeah. But no, yeah, he wouldn't eat chickpea pasta. This is a guy who almost died for a mozzarella stick. Like, he would not be like Nate, for sure. Yeah. Other news. We have Jack Eichel tweeting an emoji. It goes viral. Because of course it does. Because it's the Sabres, y'all.
Y'all are a mess. I don't know what to make of you guys anymore.
Iconic on his part, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Good for him.
Literally, like, I was looking at the Ducks the other day, and I was like, oh, well, look, they're, like, so cute. They're just living their best lives, you know? And then I realized, no, I don't got another place in my heart for another dumpster fire team. Like, I don't have time. As much as I love Jamie, I don't have time, and I don't have the patience. I mean, like, we're already, like, we have Dylan Cousins there with the Sabres, and I still don't have the patience for them. We have Dylan Cousins, we have Jack Quinn, we have Devin Levi, we have most of the World Juniors team from 21. But, yeah. Sabres literally have like a fourth of the team. No joke.
They do.
It's genuinely, like, scary how many people they have from that team. It's not okay, but you know what? If Kevin Adams wants to keep collecting them, I'll love that. I'd love that. I'd love to have Peyton Krebs on my team. Or Caden Korczak. Or Jacob Pelletier. Or Jamie Drysdale. Or whoever they end up getting from Columbus. If they trade him there. Moving on. Eichel to a prospect is kind of sad. But, you know, hopefully we get something back and he doesn't end up looking so... He's tweeted twice and he went viral twice. Love that for the Sabres PR team. We're talking about another PR team that really is having a tough time. Tough time. The Coyotes are about to get kicked out of their own stadium that I think they funded.
The Sabres are just a mess.
The Sabres are a mess, but the Coyotes are worse.
Yes. Oh,
at least the Sabres are looking somewhat competent. They decided to let Owen Power go back to school. They drafted really well. Like, they finally have, like, scouting people in, like, their draft room. Like, isn't that great? Meanwhile, the Coyotes are tanking hard for Shane Wright.
Remember when they made the playoffs?
That was 10 years ago, Kat.
No, remember when they made the play-ins?
And got swept, but no, they didn't, because they played Nashville.
Yeah.
They almost got swept by the Avs.
Yeah.
Almost. But, y'all, it's not looking good. I have a feeling.
And they also don't have Darcy Kemper anymore, because the Avs stole him.
Yeah, exactly. I have a feeling that the team is going to get sold after this year. Because, like, Houston's right there.
Yeah.
Arizona's in the Central this year. It's a lot easier of a plane flight from Dallas to Houston. There's already a good AHL team in Houston. They already have a stadium. They have an owner there ready to welcome. If they end up getting sold... And that would just be a good rivalry. Dallas-Houston, like, that'd be a good rivalry.
It'd be fun.
Does anyone really care about hockey in Arizona right now? Other than Coyotes fans.
The Coyotes are like, the NHL's, like, they're like the kid that, like, is always, like, in trouble, but the parents, like, never lose hope on them. That's the NHL with the Coyotes.
Yeah, they've been bankrupt, what, twice?
I don't
Twice?
know. A lot.
A lot. Because I know the NHL saved them in, like, 2014 from bankruptcy. I think they saved them in the early 90s, too, after, like, they were the Jets and then they moved. Because their owners just weren't great. And, man, the Coyotes.
Oh, God. This is...
And they're tanking again. Like, they tanked in 2015 for Dylan Strome, who they ended up trading.
Honestly, yeah, like... And the thing is, it's like, if they were good, right? Like, if the Coyotes were actually good, it would be different, right? It would be like Tampa, whereas, like, Tampa didn't have a market before, but then they got good, and now they do. The Coyotes are just... They don't have a market, and they're bad, right?
Yeah.
Like, with Canadian teams, like, when they're bad, they're still gonna get sold. Their building is still gonna be sold out sometimes. But, like...
Yeah. Like, even now, like, Florida, like, is kind of coming back, right? Like, the Panthers, like, they're starting to get, like, their market again. They're starting to get their fans back, and, like, because of Tampa, like, they're also, you know, kind of getting, like, a market for hockey in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, just in general. But the Coyotes, they're literally...
Oh, God.
I feel like they've just never worked. They've never worked.
And
they made the playoffs that one time, and then they never worked.
Yeah, like if they were good, it would be a completely different story. But, like, they've never been good, and they aren't in a market that allows them to not be good.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, okay, we make jokes, right? Like, oh, there's hockey in Florida, hockey in Texas, like, whatever, right? But, like, if you look at those teams, because of the way, like, the league is set up, they can still be good. Like, Dallas has been pretty, like, they've been mediocre to good, like, within the past couple of years. They made the final last year.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, in the bubble. That was kind of weird, because they didn't make the playoffs this year.
They beat the Avs in 7. We don't talk about that.
And, like, Tampa's been good. Oh, the Panthers come back. The Preds were good for, like, so long as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
And, like,
it never really worked in Arizona. Like, even the California teams.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like,
I'm pretty sure all of them have been good at, like, some points.
Yeah,
like Anaheim has a cup.
My mom about this last night, how, like, we're laid out. Like, California has 3 teams, and there's Arizona and Vegas. Vegas is good, and, like, California, we're not that good. But then Arizona's kind of just, like...
Yeah, they've always been bad.
Well, like,
at least
the California teams, like, the Ducks had the cup in 2009, and they were, like, pretty good after that.
2007.
Yeah, 2007.
In 2009, yeah.
And then, like, the Kings had, like, their kind of, like, I guess, mini modern dynasty with, like, the Hawks going on, where it's, like, whichever team won the Western Conference Finals is going to win the cup, sort of, like, 5-year span. And then San Jose was just, like, really, really good for a really long time.
Yeah. Like... all of them are bad now, but that's because they were half a decade ago, like, they were all good.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like Arizona where it's like, half a decade ago, you weren't really all that good, and we didn't know why you made the playoffs, and then you just continued to be bad for, like, the rest of forever. Which is so odd to me, like...
Only reason I watch Arizona is for Clayton Keller.
They need to trade him. They need to trade him so Ari can watch Clayton in peace.
Get Clayton Keller, Barrett Hayden, and Ty Emberson out of there, please.
Yo, this is how I feel about Vegas, too. Get Peyton Krebs, Caden Korczak. Well, Clay Klassen's already gone.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God they traded him. But get Peyton Krebs and Caden Korczak out of there.
And
I need
Brendan
them. I'm Brendan Brisson, yeah. And you know what? Even Zach Dean. He hasn't been there for long, but we don't want him in there anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, let's honestly hope, A, they either get sold, or B, by some miracle, Shane Wright gets saved from them, because they're tanking hard.
I just hope the Coyotes get, like, as long as they don't get the first overall pick. Right?
Yeah, but I think they have a chance to this year. Because the Sabres will be bad, but they can't get the first overall pick for another 3 years. Yeah. Because of the new draft lottery rules, right? Yeah. Because they had Owen this year, and then... So next year, they 100% cannot get Shane. They can get the second overall, but they can't get first. The Red Wings are coming back, So
yeah,
that's
and
definitely
I mean,
not
like
an option.
we all thought the Sens were gonna be bad this year, but like, you know.
Yeah, they've been kind of pretty good.
Yeah,
They're like on their way back.
Talent.
Like the only other bad teams I could see getting him is Anaheim. Which, like, yo, imagine how unfair it would be if the Ducks had Trevor,
Shane.
Mason, Jamie, and Shane. Like,
Shane and Mason on LA on Anaheim. You just got Brent in LA.
Yo, Brent would drop Mason real quick if Shane showed up in Anaheim.
Shane has known Brent has known Mason longer though, so.
But like, winning a championship together changes things.
That is true. That is true.
And then Audrey's just in New York, like, hi guys. I know no one. Literally, he has no friends from that time, unless you count Luke Hughes. Every time I remember that Luke Hughes and Brent Clark used to be friends.
Oh my god.
I hurt a little bit on the inside.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, the timeline makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense in my head. Because it's too much. It's too much.
They played against each other. They must have played against each other like at least
a handful. Probably a ton.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know how much.
Don Mills and the Marlies were like the top.
Yeah, I don't know how much
division.
like teams in like the GTHL play each other like a season. So like.
It's probably a lot because
Yeah.
their seasons are like 182 to like 100 games each.
Yeah.
Which is like terrifying, but yeah, they probably played each other a lot.
Yeah.
An update then, other in terms of like non-NHL news. We have Women's Worlds, which has been so fun. Love seeing Team Canada dominate Russia 67. I need Team Canada at the World Juniors to bring that same energy for when they play Russia at the World Juniors, because Michkov scares me.
Yes, they beat Switzerland 5-0 today.
Today?
Yeah.
I didn't check. I hadn't checked.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, Switzerland. And then they also beat Finland wearing the World Juniors jerseys, which we're here to have a discussion on. Because I'm under the impression that those jerseys are cursed. So obviously, the first time that they were worn, we all know what happened there.
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it. At Worlds, they wore them the game that Canada went 0-3 in the entire tourney. They wore them against Germany, I think.
Yeah.
And then the women's team were wearing them. They went down 2-0. Obviously, they ended up coming back. But I think that this jersey, it might be time to just
retire it.
Retire the jersey.
Retire the jersey and bring the blacks back. Yes. I want to know where the tuxedo blacks are.
Yes,
because they disappeared.
They were, oh my god, those were my favorite jerseys.
Oh, they're so good. They were so good. That was what Team Canada was wearing the first time I ever went to go see the boys. Yo. Can't believe I didn't know who Dylan Cousins was.
I can't believe you got to see them play.
Yeah, I got to see that last second goal. That last second, that wasn't really a last second goal. Because it was... I remember being in the building for that. That was exhilarating.
Oh, that...
I remember all of us just waiting for the review. Like,
totally was not after the whistle.
Totally was not after the buzzer.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. And that definitely didn't happen for Peyton Krebs with Dylan Cousins on the ice again.
I remember that. I remember like being with my friend and it's like, you know, maybe it happened during the seconds between 0 and 0.1.
Literally, players from that draft class who have scored scored a goal after a buzzer. Dylan Cousins and Peyton Krebs.
No, if I got a nickel every single time a player from the 2019 draft class scored a goal after the buzzer and it counted, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice.
Once. Like, the fact that it happened with Dylan on the ice, too. Of course it did. Just that Dylan Cousins magic, guys. But bring back the Tuxedo Blacks. I'm so mad. Where did they go? Because none of the teams have worn them this year. Like, none of the teams.
I think
the Team Canada teams.
They've been replaced by the Heritage.
But I don't like that.
Me neither. But
because, like, okay, you got the Reds, which are, like, the original, so I get that, right? Like, and then the Whites, obviously the away jersey. And then I guess the Heritage replaced it as, like, the third.
Yeah.
But also, I love the Heritage, but also the black ones are kind of nasty.
They're dope. Black jerseys in general are just, like, dope. Like, the black North Dakota jersey. It's just, like, it's all black. And, like, you've had players, like, saying, like, oh, yeah, like, it's terrifying lining up against, like, the fully black jerseys. Like,
but, like, here's the thing. Like, they've won 2 major championships with those jerseys. Those are lucky jerseys. Like, they won World Juniors 2020 with those. They won Hlinka 2018 with those. And that was the first time that they were used at Hlinka, like, ever. So, like, I don't understand why they wouldn't just bring them back. Because you tend to win with them. Like, love the Heritages, but the one team that didn't wear the Heritage this year did win. Which were the U18s. Yes. They didn't wear it once. So, who knows? Maybe if we pray and they get Finland the first game at World Juniors and they wear the Heritage jerseys and Finland beats them, then we can have our dream of them not wearing the Heritage. It would all make sense. Because, like, usually Team Canada, like, snoops around, like, sees, okay, which jersey would be, like, kind of lucky, right? Yeah. Like, they kind of go back and forth, like, especially with Worlds, they were like, okay, we'll try the red. Oh, okay, we'll try, the Heritages. Oh, we'll go back to red. Oh, look, the alternates! The alternates are a lucky jersey. Like, but yeah. Hopefully we get them not wearing the Heritages this year. But I think they still will, because they did take photos in them at training camp.
Yeah.
At summer camp. Which, like, that photo of Otter.
Oh.
Still my favorite photo. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much it for, like, hockey news. But that was, like, a lot of hockey news. But we're kind of going to move into, like, pop culture stuff now. And Kat, I know you really want to take it away with this one. So, please do while I pull up the tier list.
Sauce. I saw them on Twitter multiple times. But all of us Twitter stans are always, like, arguing with each other over, like, the 5 Sauce rankings. And then all of a sudden, 5 Sauce releases their rankings. And we... I'm just... No.
As a bystander to all of this, me and Kat, the entire week, how was it?
Well, I listen to, like, I'm not a 5 Sauce fan. I listen to them sometimes. But, like, I saw the list, and I saw you guys, and I'm all like, I will step away and then come back. Like, the whole chat was just filled. I'm like, oh, valid.
How dare they call? I did end up listening to Calm.
As you should.
As I should. I thought it was a pretty good album. Yeah. I haven't listened to it, like, a lot recently, but I think the singles that they chose were pretty good, and I think their ranking of it was pretty okay. But how dare they say Heartbreak Girl was a mistake?
Callum Hood! That's why! Callum Hood.
Why does he hate that song?
I don't
There's
know.
no reason for him to hate that song.
I don't know, but he hates it so much, and I don't know why.
You know, it's because it's like one of the originals that he didn't write.
Yeah.
That must be it. That must
has
be
to
it.
be it. That has to be it.
Because he wrote Gotta Get Out. I think he wrote Add My Limit.
Yeah.
I think if you look at like the songwriting credits, he was on Unpredictable. He was
on most of them.
Most of them. But I think Heartbreak Girl and I think Beside You. Those were the only two that he wasn't on. Like in the original days. And all I gotta say is, Cal, why are you hating on Luke's writing? Okay?
Yeah.
Why are you hating on Luke's writing?
What do you have against Luke? Like,
well, I mean everything. They hate each other affectionate. Yeah. You know?
Yes, affectionate.
But like, Callum, like seriously, you love Beside You, but you can't love Heartbreak Girl? Like, they were written at the same time.
Like, oh my god, they have so many, like, songs from Youngblood in, like, C tier, and the disrespect on More, on Moving Along, on Better Man, on Talk, like, oh god, I hate them so much.
The entire Don't Stop category is like, what is that? It's like, I get it, it's like a weird time for the band, like, we don't really want to rank it, but how dare they put Wherever You Are in there? Yes. How dare they?
Wherever You Are is such a good song. I love it.
It's because Callum was like, oh, Wherever You Are. And Ashton was like, well, we're not going to play it. And I'm like, okay. Did you watch the full live stream?
No.
Did you watch? You have to watch it.
I know, I haven't.
It's like the worst thing. The worst thing.
Like, I have it, like, saved in my, like, watch later playlist on YouTube, but, like, I haven't found the time to watch it yet.
You have to watch it, because it's, like, I think I've watched it twice, like, the whole thing through, and I don't understand. I don't understand any of their decisions. They had Lost Boy in A tier for, like, forever, and I was like, bro, Heartbreak Girl. Move down to Everyone Makes Mistakes. I don't get it. Lost Boy is arguably worse than Heartbreak Girl. Arguably.
Yes. Oh, God. The people watching this for the hockey are gonna be very confused right now.
They're gonna be confused. But, like, yeah. Otherwise, like, in terms of their other rankings, I'm, like, okay with them. I'm, like, not... It's not super great. It's mainly, like, Youngblood, Heartbreak Girl. You know, they did put a couple of my favorites in lower tiers, but yeah. Valentine should probably be an A. Should be a B.
Yeah. Best years.
Everything I feel like above Don't Stop category, right? Like currently, deserves to be there.
Yeah. But
then there are things below Don't Stop category that I'm like, why did you put that there?
Yeah. Why is it there? Like what?
San Francisco being a C.
That should be illegal.
That should be illegal. And I don't know why they hate on it. Ashton was like, yeah, maybe we should move it to like a D. And I'm like,
oh my god.
You already moved it down way too far.
Kill My Time, Lonely Heart, and my brain is blanking. Thin White Lies are in C. And I don't like that. I do not like that.
No, I don't agree. Old Me being a B, too, should be an A. I thought all of their singles from that album were really good. Old Me, the video itself should just be an A. The video.
I love that video so much. Oh my god.
I know. And the way, like, they, in the second verse, when they do, like, the throwback to the Somewhere New Times, and they have them all in, like, the same places. It's a lot. Love the video.
Yeah.
Ara is just watching us, waiting for us to move on. Anyways, their taste is gross.
Yeah.
Because, like, don't understand how She Looks So Perfect is better than Beside You. Don't understand it one bit. She Looks So Perfect has nothing compared to Beside You. It's nothing. Okay. Finally, I guess our last point. No Way Home trailer. That leaked for Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man. I guess it looks like a pretty good trailer. I have some questions with its plot points. Because it literally just seems like Doctor Strange does all of this because Peter asked him to. Just because Peter asked him to. Like,
yeah, I'm not that big into Marvel in general, so like I don't really know what's happening, but yeah, it seems cool.
Seems cool. Seems interesting. Fans are really excited, but like I literally can't get over that plot point. Like, you don't just do things that mess with the fabric of time because the teenager asked you to. No. Anyways, I guess that pretty much wraps the episode because I didn't put anything else in the show notes to talk about. If you guys have anything else you want to bring up, Ari, do you want to mention Cool Cylinder? Your
No, it's okay. Just go look at his signing photo.
No, y'all, me with Matt Savoy. Every time, I know he says it's Savoy, but it's Savoy.
It's because here's what happened. Here's my suspicion. His family's friends are like had like French origins, but because he grew up in like
Alberta.
Yeah, in Alberta, and like so like he says it like Anglicized, but it's French.
It's French. Matt Savoy. That was me earlier this week. Me sending photos to Ari, and Ari was being like, "Stop! I don't need to fall in love with another hockey."
Please.
The Tumblr people are falling back into their shame faces, and I love it.
And we don't talk about that, okay? I already feel too known because of lots of things that happened this week.
We don't need to talk about
that.
It's a lot.
It was a lot. But yeah, I mean, kind of getting back into the sound and hopefully up soon, thanks to Connor Bedard. So hopefully we'll have photos from those. We'll see if we get any Bedard photos. Maybe Matt Savoy and Connor Geeky photos. Y'all know.
Okay.
Don't know where I am with them. Matt Savoy is a hockey that wears glasses. Which, like,
you should know about him.
All you need to know about. You see my rankings. We
Glasses.
know it's Jamie, it's Brent, and then it's
Glasses.
Hockey's and glasses. Which is like Shane, Matt Savoy, Owen. If only Shane wore his glasses more often, so we can actually prove the fact that he's a hockey in glasses, and we don't have just like a grainy TSN photo. Like a grainy TSN where we can see like the side of it.
Have you guys seen Shane Pinto in glasses?
I haven't. I know everyone's getting on the Shane Pinto train though.
As they should. I'll send you a picture.
I think you're
As they should. Me being like, yo, Kat's been driving this train since like last year. Where have you guys been?
I know.
And then all it takes is suddenly one person saying, yo, this should be your next hockey boy. For them to be like, Shane Pinto!
Yeah! And I'm like, where were you? Where were you 3 months ago?
Everyone literally seeing curls and blue eyes and then being like, yeah.
Pinto.
Yep.
Yeah. That was me.
Man, Ari, you need to make your glorious return and do that for Brent.
Yes.
So we can finally feel like we were here first.
Yeah.
Yo. We were here long before any of you.
Me with the NCAA boys. Me with like Maddie and Owen and Ken. It's like if you go like if you like search them on like Tumblr and you go to like recent and you go to like, the very bottom, it's pretty much only me.
I mean, for Kent for sure.
Yeah.
Like for Kent for sure. I think Maddie kind of got popular because of quarantine quick shifts.
Yeah.
Because hi, it's Maddie Beniers.
And then Owen because of Worlds.
Oh, okay. No, Owen because of me and Ari. Okay.
Yeah.
I was hating on Owen and then turning back.
Yeah.
And then turning it back.
Yeah.
Within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Ari and I were like,
God,
oh, Owen?
was really funny for me. Because, like, obviously he's at Michigan, so I like him very much. And then everybody was like, get him off the ice, like, play Braden, like, who is this guy? Like, what does this guy have that British Schneider doesn't? And I'm just here in, like, my old little corner, like...
And then 30 seconds after they win, Ari and I are like,
yeah.
Owen Power with the cup, yep. And with the gold medal, that looks pretty nice.
And then you made those gifs of, like, his post-game interview.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like...
I think everyone started to like Owen. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't expect this. I thought I was going to get, like, 20 notes.
I remember someone was like, who's this Owen Power dude?
And no, it was, who's this Owen Power dude? And then, oh my god, Owen Power is 6'6"?
Yeah,
and then everyone who was following Worlds were like, yep, we know, because they said it on TSN every other second he was on the ice. And did you also know he's only 18?
Yeah.
Did you also know? Hasn't even been drafted yet. Man, us really turning the tide on Owen Power. Me and Ari the whole time were like, who is this Owen Power kid? Why aren't they playing Braden? They need to play Braden more. And then...
yeah.
You know, it's wonderful what winning a gold medal with Team Canada can get you.
Yeah.
Because I swear, 30 seconds after they won, I was like, okay, cool. Owen Power, chill. Yeah. But I definitely think you pushed the Ken train.
Yes, I will take full credit for that.
I will take... Ari should take full credit for Jamie.
Yeah.
She literally was like, there the whole time.
I was there on draft day.
You were there on draft day. You know, I've been trying to push forward the Cody Glass narrative since, like, 2019, you know? And now people are finally starting to be like, oh, Cody Glass?
It's because
As they should, though. Like,
yeah.
As they should. We need to do this with Brent Clark.
Yeah.
All of us need to just...
It's fine. It's like, no, we'll get pictures of him and Quentin and Alex together. And then...
I feel like once you, like, start hanging out with them, everyone's gonna be like, oh.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Yeah, who's this?
And then all of us will just be like, we were here the whole time. Yeah. For Otter, it'll happen when he gets in the NHL and he starts being his ratty usual self in there. And with Shane, I don't know when it'll happen for Shane. On draft day. Yeah. That's when it'll happen. Draft week. Everyone will be like, ooh, who is this? Or they'll be like, oh, with laugh, like, oh. Another 19-year-old who looks like he's 20. Yeah. Oh, 20. Who looks like he's 30. That's what I mean. Yeah. But if you guys have nothing else to say, I guess we'll wrap it up. For next week, if there's not much to do, not much to say in terms of, like, actual NHL news, we'll do a Golden Trio deep dive. That was supposed to happen this week, but I moved it back because we had a lot to talk about. But we'll do that. And yeah, if you guys have any more suggestions, just let us know. DM us on Instagram, and let us know if you guys have any more suggestions for what we should do. We're thinking maybe we'll do a Cat shows us random NCAA guy, and Ari and I will react, because sometimes Cat says names of people and I just nod, because I have no idea who they are.
That's me. That's me in class. Like, during school, it would be like every morning. It'd be like, oh yeah, this guy did this, and I like was like really happy over it. And my class was just like, who the heck is him? Who is he?
Who is he? Who is he? Yeah, and yeah, we'll see what we'll cover prospects, more prospect talk. We'll cover dev camps for whoever it's happening for. I think Kings, definitely the Kings. All of the California teams, I think, have done dev camp. And, you know, if other camps start up, we'll cover those too. We'll be covering the rest of Women's Worlds, or at least giving an update. God, if Team Canada doesn't win.
No,
nah,
no, thank you.
Nah.
No,
if they go to the gold medal game and it's against the U.S.
No,
well, no, that can't happen, because they're in the same group. Yeah.
So
they have to meet either in the semis or in the quarters. And it'll probably be in the semis.
No, it could happen. Because Canada and Russia were in the same group in the 2020 World Juniors. And then they play each other in the finals.
Yeah.
It's technically it could happen, but...
It technically could happen, but I don't see them finishing... Either of them finishing lower than 2, pretty much in their
it's going to be 1-2. It's very unlikely.
Yeah. It's highly, highly unlikely for them to play each other in the finals, which is fine. We'll just suffer in the semis, I guess.
Yeah.
Or win in the semis.
Or...
You know what?
Or USA somehow finds a way to lose to someone else before they play Canada.
Best option.
Yes.
But no, I don't think
That's
so.
probably not gonna happen.
Because they took out Russia. They took out Finland.
Yeah, I mean...
Group B is weak as hell. Group B.
It's... Yeah. I mean, women's worlds, there's always, like, a very large, like, talent gap. Right? I think with the men, at least you have, like, the big five. With the women's, like, you have Canada. You have the U.S. Finland, and
Russia, kind of. And they're all in the same group this year, which is like...
I wonder how that...
I don't even think Sweden's there.
Yeah,
I don't even think Sweden is there.
Yeah.
Which is sad and unfortunate, but, go Hungary! Hopefully they win one game.
Hopefully.
They can win against Japan.
Yeah.
I think that's their goal. Or even get, like, more than one goal in a game. Good to grow the game, though. So, we'll be covering the rest of Women's Worlds. We'll talk about WHL camps when they start up. OHL camps, I know, are supposed to start up. Otters camp starts at the end of this week, which is interesting. And maybe, is that why Jimmy is in Muskoka? And not in LA or in Anaheim or in the US of A, just in general?
Hopefully.
Are we bringing back the Jamie the Junior narrative? Yes. We need Jamie Fett's kid. Perfect leadership group, because they were all on that Hlinka team, too.
Yeah.
They were all on that Hlinka team that was beat by the Russians.
We don't talk about that.
No, thanks.
No, thank you.
In 2019. So that would be like a perfect leadership group, in my opinion, because they all want revenge. Caden doesn't have a gold medal. Fett says he has his gold medal in between his 2 silver medals to remind himself what he needs to earn. And Jamie has a gold and a silver, but he deserves another gold.
Yes.
It'd be perfect. The revenge tour would be so on, and then we just have Shane and Connor hanging out in the back like, hi.
We should make an edit of the revenge tour.
Yes.
Yes.
When the World Junior roster officially gets named, we'll make a edit, and we'll just like...
We'll make an edit, or we can just make one now.
Yeah, or we can just make it now.
Going back to junior. Yeah. Other than that, I think that's the end of the episode. We'll update you guys. Oh! Quick Bachelorette update. Thanks to everyone who voted. We'll have, obviously, the results, and this will be the last poll of Bachelorette since it's down to 4 people, so we'll just do one poll. You get to choose out of 4 people, pretty much. And yeah, so we'll see who ends up winning. It might be an interesting split. We'll see. Anyways, that's it from us this episode, and we'll see you next week.